Coming up on Cronkite Sports Now, the Suns make a blockbuster trade for an all-star to join Devin Booker. ASU football season gets put on hold by COVID-19. And the Coyotes release their new threads with a throwback to the past. All that and more on Cronkite Sports Now. Hello and welcome to this edition of Cronkite Sports Now. I'm Sarandon Raboin. We have a great show for you today, so let's get started. Today was the start of the NBA trade season, and the Phoenix Suns are already turning heads. The Suns are finalizing a deal to acquire 10-time All-Star Chris Paul from the Oklahoma City Thunder. The deal sends Paul and Abdel Nader to the Suns for Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, and Jalen LeCue, and a 2022 first-round pick, sources tell ESPN. The 35-year-old veteran will add some experience to Devin Booker and the young Suns team. Paul still has $85 million and 2 seasons remaining on his contract. The Cardinals' heart-stopping 32-30 win over the Buffalo Bills pushes them to 6-3 on the season, leaving them at the top of the NFC West. Cronkite News' Rachel Phillips and Reed Harmon take a look at what this week's win meant to the team.
How about a little hop and a prayer? When it looked like the Cardinals were going to suffer their second straight heartbreaking loss, DeAndre Hopkins outjumped 3 Buffalo defenders and made the catch of the year in the final seconds to give the Cards a 32-30 victory.
That dude is one of a kind. Throw the ball up the hop, let him go work. That's it. We were on the sideline, weren't sure if they were gonna go for the end zone or not. I was actually standing there with Billy, Coach Davis, and he said, "Watch this play," and glad I did.
You know, in basketball terminology, that's what they call this. You know, when somebody get dunked on. But it was on 3 people.
With a little thanks to the Hail Murray Kyler put up, the dynamic duo lit the Twitter world on fire.
We acquired one of the greatest receivers to ever play the game. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Murray made the impossible possible, and now the Cardinals sit atop the NFC West with a 6-3 record. The Cardinals quarterback continues to torch opposing defenses. Murray had 306 total yards and 3 total touchdowns, including 2 on the ground against Buffalo. K1 is the first QB to rush for a touchdown in 5 straight games since Tobin Rote did it in 1956. So yeah, it's been a while. Murray has rushed for 10 touchdowns and thrown for 17 on the season.
It's a big win. They're a good team, you know, and it's always big. It's always big to win in the NFL. You know, this league isn't easy. It's not easy to win on Sundays. So I'm just proud of the guys for fighting for 4 quarters, really to the end.
Murray. All the speed from Murray.
As funny as it sounds, I felt like, you know, it was the only person I saw down there was Hop. You know, let it go, let him give him a chance, and you know. It's funny, everybody, all they saw was black gloves arising, you know, from everybody. There was like, it was a group of 4 people, and all they saw was black gloves. So I'm just glad he caught the ball.
From a future legend to a guy that's been writing his names in the history books for well over a decade, Larry Fitzgerald set yet another mark, becoming just the 3rd player in NFL history to appear in 259 regular season games with the same team. The wide receiver also extended his streak of consecutive games with a reception to 252, which is 2nd best in NFL history.
On the flip side, one of the few negatives for this team are the injuries up front on the defensive side of the ball. The starting 3 big men are out, making this Thursday's game at Seattle even more of a challenge. For Rachel Phillips, I'm Reed Harmon, and this is Cardinals Corner.
Thanks, Reed and Rachel. While the Cardinals are on the rise, things are trending down for ASU football. On Friday afternoon, it was announced that the ASU versus Cal game on Saturday would be canceled due to multiple positive COVID cases among ASU student athletes and coaching staff. Head coach Herm Edwards was among those who tested positive. Herm stated that he'll be back before you can say forks up and that everyone should mask up and take this virus seriously. The positive cases on ASU's roster put them under the Pac-12's minimum requirement of 53 available scholarship players, forcing the game versus Cal to be canceled. ASU's scheduled game against Colorado this Saturday has also been canceled because of the positive results. While ASU was sidelined this past weekend, the team down south took on the USC Trojans on Saturday. The Arizona Wildcats were leading in the last minute against USC, 30-27. But Keaton Slovis and the Trojans pulled off some fourth quarter magic once again, just like they did against ASU in the season opener. They're now 2 for 2 on the last minute comebacks against both AZ teams this season. It's starting to look like sweater weather, and the Coyotes got you covered. Today, they dropped their new alternative reverse retro jerseys for the upcoming season. The jersey is modeled after their third green jersey from the 1999 to 2003 seasons, but with a new twist. The main feature on the sweater is the Coyote head logo with a desert landscape at the bottom with a purple base. The sweater is a part of the league-wide alternative jersey program, the first time in NHL history that all 31 teams have released a new third jersey. It will be available to the fans beginning on December 1st, just in time for the holidays. The Coyotes aren't the only AZ team with jersey hype. The Phoenix Suns have been sending their fans on a hunt to find the hottest Valley jersey. The team has taken to Twitter to set up a scavenger hunt where they post photos and clues to their fans to find free jerseys around the Valley. Fans who participate should be prepared for anything. The most recent location was at the top of Camelback Mountain. The scavenger hunt has been the perfect momentum builder for the Suns as they head into the 2020 draft this Wednesday. Phoenix holds the 10th pick in the draft and are looking for some star talent to put into those new threads. The azaleas may not have been in bloom, but the Masters wrapped up on Sunday with Dustin Johnson putting on his first green jacket. Johnson finished 20 under par, winning by 5 shots, which set a Masters scoring record previously held by Tiger Woods and Jordan Spieth. While it was already an incredible moment to win his first Masters, it meant more to Johnson since he was able to share it with his brother as his caddy. ASU fans may have noticed some familiar faces throughout the weekend. Sun Devil alums John Rahm, Ches Reavie, Paul Casey, and Phil Mickelson all made the cut. Rahm was the highest Sun Devil finisher at 7th. With that, we'll wrap it up for this edition of Cronkite Sports Now. Check back with us again tomorrow for the latest in AZ sports news. Have a great rest of your day.